Yeah, we are 3 months. It's been. I came back as well to India. So, firstly, disclaimer, apology, something, whatever. We are very sorry that we've been away for 3 months. Uh, but fun fact, suddenly the last video somehow became our most popular video. I have no clue how that happened, but that it did happen. We've become. I think the India Pakistan video has crossed 90 plus views. Actually, I haven't even checked. Maybe it's crossed 100 right now. But yeah, either way, we're done 100 views and we're back. You might be wondering, Shrihan, why are you guys back? Like, I thought you guys had probably quit or something by now. No, no, we haven't quit. We're still in this. We're trying to. How much ever we can, we're trying to. We had final. We had midterms, then we had another midterm, then we had another midterm, then finals we had, and then I had to come back to India, and we had to find a timing because obviously we would want to spend time with our family and friends as well. So yeah, that's how it is. So I think maybe K-Star has something to tell for himself as well.
Yeah, as I was, yeah, I mean, I don't want to bore you guys with the details. We're back, and that's what is definitely important because we're back to talking about cricket, and I'm definitely excited about this coming back. It was quite a long break, um, and yeah, the topic for today is obviously the World T20 World Cup is coming close by, and our Indian cricket team has announced their squad. So that's definitely going to be a topic. There's a lot to discuss in this, is what I say. I'll give it over to Srihan to start it off.
I mean, yeah, we can obviously start off with the batsman right here. We can see the fact that have Surya Kumar Yadav as captain. Then you have the like of Tilak Verma and Rinku Singh. I would say this is a pretty solid like batting. Like just I'm saying batsman who based. This is all based on cricket buzz. I'm not calling these guys the only batsmen and other people someone else. So these guys are the only batsmen. Coming about their form, I'd say Rinku. I mean, he hasn't been getting much chances in the playing 11. I think last time I really remember him playing like a definitive knock is actually the Asia Cup final when he hit that final four to make us win that tournament. But realistically, I always think Rinku is a good asset to the Indian team, no matter how mediocre his form might be in IPL. I think he always shows up for India when it matters, and in a big tournament like the T20 World Cup, I think that's something you really need. Tilak Verma, obviously, the he's been trying to fill in the shoes of the great number 18 Virat Kohli, playing that anchor role for a while. He's been shifted here and there, especially in the last series against South Africa. I think right now number three would be the best spot for him because especially the way you saw him play against South Africa when we were in South Africa a couple of months back, he was really good. I think he had hit a couple of centuries as well. So I think that's probably the way to go for him. But last player, obviously never the least, is Surya Kumar Yadav. People were skeptical about him coming in. They were like, "How is he still in the squad?" Like I'll say one thing, even I wasn't too keen on the fact that Surya Kumar Yadav was in the team. But the thing is, he is our captain. I wouldn't say he's a bad captain or anything like that. But I wouldn't also say that, oh, this team, if you keep Pandya on this team as well, the team will perform the same. Maybe that could also be true. But I'd still give due respect to Sky because we know what he can do on his best day. And people will say, oh, he'll just play against Namibia, he'll play against Scotland, he'll play against Italy or whatever. It's fine. I just need Sky to play a sensible 30 to 40 runs every single match off like 25 balls if it's 40. Let's play at 160, 170 strike rate. I don't think anyone is gonna complain too much, especially if you have the likes of Abhishek Sharma, Sanju Samson, and Tilak Verma playing on the other end. Or if you're going a bit lower down the order, you have the likes of Hardik Pandya as well playing. So I think batting wise, not an issue at all. Then I think this like just batting with batting all rounders will have like Abhishek and everyone else, but just the the fact that these guys are in the team, I'd say they deserved. Sky, right now, because captaincy wise, he's still doing fine. I think the resemblance I'm seeing right now is 2019 Aaron Finch when he was captaining Australia. He wasn't in the best of forms before going into the World Cup, but his captaincy, it was pretty decent. So I'm seeing that parallel, I'm drawing that parallel as well. But otherwise, I think I'm pretty happy with the likes of Tilak and Rinko. What about you?
I mean, I won't just specify these three batsmen. Let's talk about all the batters indeed that are in the squad. There is the like of Sky, Tilak Verma, Rinku Singh, Abhishek Sharma, Shivam Dube, Sanju Samson, and Ishan Kishan, with Sanju Samson and Ishan Kishan obviously being the keepers. Now, with this lineup, it looks pretty solid. I'm not gonna lie here when I say this because this lineup does look solid. Yes, there's that question of Sky not being in form, but I think form is temporary. On his day, Sky can take any team apart. We all know that. We've all witnessed that as well. And more than that, what I feel is Sky's captaincy is not just been good. He's introduced a brand of cricket in T20, that fearless brand of cricket. I think he's changed Indian T20 cricket dynamically in his captaincy. We saw that it was like the test team under Virat Kohli, that dynamic change, the ODI team under Rohit Sharma, that change, that fearless approach. That's what we're seeing in this T20 side as well. Is that fearless brand of cricket saying no matter what situation, how big of a match, we don't change our style of game. Yes, we adapt to the different situations and different games, but the brand of cricket that is played, the attitude that you bring onto the field, that doesn't change. And you can see that on the players as well. Sky, he's the captain, and I think he should be as well. You trust the captain? Yes, definitely no problem with him. Tilak Verma, he's been splendid. He had a very good Asia Cup. He had a good series. Had a good couple of series as well. He's been coming off good form, so he deserves it. Rinku Singh, yes, he's been off radar for quite some time now. So my bad. Um, it was it doesn't look really convincing him coming back, but yeah, I don't mind. Um, Shivam Dube, he's there in the batting lineup. We've seen he can be a little handy with the ball as well. Recently, he's been given a couple of overs to bowl, and he's not been bad. Abhishek Sharma, I mean, he's been absolutely brilliant in the T20 setup. There's no need to mention. The surprise that is there, Sanjay Samson has been in the T20 setup for long as well. So his name being there, but him being shifted uh, as a main keeper and Ishan Kishan coming in. There are two aspects to this. I'll tell you why as well. Because you've been backing Shubman Gill for long. Yes, he's not been performing, but you've given him the backing like you've done with Surya. I mean, the run of form for Surya and Shubman Gill has been the same, and you're given both the same amount of backing, but at the end moment, you drop Shubman Gill. You drop a player, you back, you shake the balance up, you bring back Sanju Samson, and you bring in the likes of Ishan Kishan. The positive you see in this is you see that, okay, domestic cricket, yes, before also it was taken into consideration, but it does play a big role now because players are getting recognized over there. Ishan Kishan has been performing consistently for Jharkhand in different forms of domestic cricket. The latest being Syed Mushtaq Ali. I mean, he took his team through and they won their first ever SMAT. I mean, that's a big achievement. But my question is, why back a player till 1 month before the World Cup, 2 months before the World Cup, and you drop him from a squad? Why shake the stability? You wanted to keep the core of the team there. You showed it that Shubman Gill was part of that core. Until the nth moment, you say, oh, he doesn't fit into our equation. We bring back Sanju Samson. That's what still confuses me um, in this batting lineup. And plus, seeing KL Rahul not in the setup, I mean, any format, he's reliable. I mean, strike rate shouldn't be a question. There was worries of Kohli strike rate also in the past, but you need that dependable player, that person who will hold the wicket, and I think KL Rahul has been trusted over the past to do so. I mean, the likes of KL Rahul, Shreyas Iyer. The likes of these pure batsmen being dropped is is baffling for me. I mean, that's pure talent. There's experience also in these names. Because if you see here, these batsmen, most of them haven't played a T20 World Cup. It's a very inexperienced squad. Yes, it is a lot of talent, lot of potential to prove their point, but there's inexperience in there. You need that experience batter as well in the squad, and I that's what felt lacking in the batsman point of view. Even if either one of them was there, it would have been more convincing because both of them have played a World Cup, know what it is to be a part of a World Cup, know the pressure, know different game situation. Yes, every World Cup is different, but that experience does count and it does make a huge difference. That's the batting department. Now, before we get to the all-rounders, let's speak about the bowlers. We have Harshit Rana, Jasprit Bumrah, Varun Chakravarti, Kuldeep Yadav, and Arshdeep Singh. It's understandable. Your tournament is in India, so you want your spinners as well. Bowling department also looks solid. I don't see anyone else that could have. I can't think of a name that oh, this player could have made instead of this. I mean, yes, Harshit Rana. Oh, yeah. How can I forget? You drop Mohammad Siraj, another experienced player. He has the experience of being in the World Cup. And it's not that he's bad. He's an exceptional bowler. Everybody has off days. And the experience that Mohammad Siraj carries, he's been good in good form also. I mean, throughout the calendar year, you see in Test cricket, he's picked up wickets consistently. Even in white ball cricket, he's been picking wickets consistently. Why do you suddenly drop him off the setup? I mean, you do want to get youngsters in, but Siraj is not so old that you drop him off the setup. I mean, let's remove Shami out of the equation only. Yes, he's injured. It's a long way off. I'm not even going that far. My question is, why do you drop Siraj? He can be a very vital asset for the Indian team. That's my say. I mean, Varun Chakravarti, number one T20 bowler, mystery spinner, nothing much to say for him. Kuldeep Yadav, Chinaman, exceptional player. These both have been exceptional as well, and they thoroughly deserved it. My own, yes, everybody will say Gautam Gambhir's Chela, his favorite player, Harshit Rana, and all, I know the memes are circulating. It's a little harsh on him. I get it, but I just feel Mohammad Siraj should have gotten the nod. What do you say?
See, I can only say one thing about this bowling lineup that at the start of it, I was like, why aren't we considering Siraj for this role? I'm not actually Harshit Rana. I think recently, like I remember seeing him in the ODIs and stuff. Yes, he was getting the wickets, but the economy was high. And now once T20s came also, I was like, why are we still having this guy in the team? Because it's not the fact that he's a very bad player or something. He's bowling like some person who's giving away 20, 30 runs in every 2 overs. Nothing bottom like that. I'm just saying we have better players like Siraj, like how you mentioned, and not to forget, Siraj had a good campaign for Hyderabad in the Syed Mustaq Ali. They made it to the Elite Eight, and they would have gone to the finals if not for that one last group stage match not going their way. So I think that kind of player, especially if you're taking the case of let me just quickly segue into the wicket keepers. Sanju Samson, Ishan Kishan. Sanju Samson, yes, he was already there. Ishan Kishan suddenly was an inclusion. I remember talking to my mom. I was like, it's not even the fact that like this is even before the SMAT finals. We were wondering, hey, can Ishan get back into the side? Can Pants get back into the side? My mom was like, Pants can also get back into the side. There's a chance, like not this World Cup, but sometime else later. But Ishan Kishan, especially with how the contract and all that issue happened, he was like, he has to work really hard to get back into the team. And I was like, who knows, maybe 2028 through 2030 he might be back. But it was a quite shocker because especially from the likes of Gautam Gambhir, because I remember he made a statement a while back saying that Test squad should be taken from Ranji's, ODI squad from Vijay Hazare, and the T20 squad should be taken. not from Syed Mustaq Ali, but rather from IPL, because IPL is the big stage, and you face foreigners, you face the best of the best Indian cricketers as well. So I was like, okay, maybe he might think it of that way. But the fact that I think this is also more than getting him into the side because of his form, it was also just like a statement saying that, hey, we do appreciate players playing domestic. Now, all of the players are going to go play domestic. I haven't seen Gill play Syed Mustaq Ali or Vijay Hazare or anything like that in a while for Punjab. I've seen the likes of Abhishek and maybe Ian Arshdeep play because there are some formats which they still haven't solidified their spot for India. So I keep seeing them play. So I think it's time for Gill to take this the spot of Abhishek and Abhishek to take the spot of Gill. And Ishan Kishan, honestly, like, it's only the fact that, people might say, oh, you're a Hyderabad fan, obviously you wanted Ishan in this one. It's not even just that, it's just the fact that Ishan is just such a reliable player. If you want someone to play 1 through 5 as well, you can depend on Ishan. You can put him up and down. He was the player even in 2023 during the World Cup as well. He was trusted just in case. You never know who's going to get injured. Shubman had injury at that point. Rohit and Kohli, we never know. Shreyas can come off an injury. Rahul, if he gets injured, who's going to keep? Ishan can keep. He's just such a versatile player, and I'm very happy for him. I think last IPO people are saying, "Oh, he was a flop, he was a flop," but realistically speaking, out of the 6 wins which we got, two of them were because of him only. Yes, the losses also added up, but two of the wins were just because of him. So I'd say this IPL, this World Cup, obviously I'm excited. I'm excited for him in the IPL. I think he might have a good season again. Now coming to the all-rounders, which I didn't mention, Washington Sundar, Akshar Patel, Shivam Dubey, Hardik Pandya, Abhishek Sharma. Abhishek Sharma is my boy. I can't say anything else. I've been seeing him since like 2018, ever since he started playing for Deccan Delhi Daredevils, and I've always felt that he has the potential, and I'm really proud of him the way he's climbed up right now, and he is the best just the best T20 player we have right now in the world. So I think he's
I'm
obviously.
sorry to cut you off. I'm sorry to cut you off. These days, according to me at least, Abhishek Sharma shouldn't be considered as an all-rounder. It's like Chris Gale. He's more of a batter who can ball. Let's put it at that. I think it's better that way.
See, yeah, people will keep saying that only, but it's just the fact that India, we just don't use it because we have so many spin bowlers. We have the likes of Kuldeep, we have Varun Chakravarti, we have who else do we have? We have Akshar Patel. So we never need to make him bowl for India. But when you look at Hyderabad, we always give him an over or two. So I'm just used to calling him an all-rounder, and that's how I've envisioned him from the start. But for India, yes, he is primarily just a batsman. Um, Another fact which I want to tell is that next person is Hardik Pandya. I think one of the most experienced player on this list. I think he's the one who was played maybe in 2016 T20 World Cup. I don't think anyone else was there in that squad. I don't know if Kuldeep was there. I'm not too sure if Kuldeep or Chahal were there in 2016. But yeah, I think Hardik, he has that experience, and I think even the way he batted in the fifth T20 against South Africa, you could see that aggression. I could see that version of Gujarat Titans Hardik Pandya, the one who used to put the team on his shoulders and like take them to the Mount Olympus. And I'm really happy to see this version of him, and I think that's the version which we need. Shivam Dube, I can say I mean, honestly, to tell, I'm not the biggest fan of Shivam Dube, but he's been fine with the bat. And with the ball as well, he's been getting those wickets here and there. So I can't really complain. More than, if anything, I can complain a bit more even about Harshat Rana or Surya Kumar Yadav. But Shivam Dube, he's been decent. Even in the Asia Cup final as well, when we needed him to hit a couple of boundaries, he did do that. So I don't really have an issue with him. Akshar and Washington. Washington, a bit skeptical. But the thing is, who else do we have for that slot? Generally, I would expect the likes of Ravindra Jadeja to come and fill that slot. But he's not playing T20 eyes anymore. And I think Washington is not going to really get a chance unless Akshar gets like a certain injury or something like that. We really have to get another like for like player for that. So we tried out Shabazz. I think in the last series we haven't gotten him into the playing 11 yet, but they did call him up. So let's see. Maybe if just in case before the World Cup there's some injury, there's a good chance they might just drop in Shahbaz Ahmed. And I'm excited. Let's see. I think this squad will it win the T20 World Cup? I'll say yes. I say yes. I think right now, looking at all the teams haven't been announced. I think only India has been announced until now. This team definitely has a potential. No, not the potential. I know it's going to top the group. I don't think any team in our group can actually top it except India. Like if the second strongest team is USA in our USA is the second strongest team in our group, so that says a lot. I think we should comfortably cruise through. I think our only challenge starts from the Super 8. That's if we. I think we face a couple other teams. We might face Australia. We might face England and New Zealand. We can see then. But I think just the first group stage, I think we should be fine. I'm thinking this team definitely has the potential to go all the way. I'm saying this team will win it as well. I think that's my prediction. What about you?
I mean, before that, I'll have my say about the all-rounders. I mean, he did cover all the bases. Um, Even I'm not a big fan of Shivam Dubey, but those small cameos is what we need. And if others perform, I don't think it's just that if he when he's put in that situation is when the question comes up, but because he's not been really reliable. I'm not saying he's a bad player, but last T20 World Cup also he wasn't really that great of a player, according to me as well. But yeah, I don't have much complaints either. Speaking about prediction, I'm not really sure about going on and winning the T20 World Cup because there's certain areas that I'm worried, like the bowling department, the major worry, and the middle order batting. Yes, Hardik Pandya being in form, the experience that he carries, a huge boost. No doubt in that. It's the rest of the middle order that concerns me and the bowlers that concerns me. Other than that, it's a strong squad. It's just that slight inexperience in these two areas is which worries me massively. Obviously, we should be able to cruise through group stage. I think the question will be more than Super 8. I think we'll reach the semi-final. That should that should be the case. After semi-final is when the question hovers over my head about this team.
I
Can it
really
really
don't
pull
see any
through?
other team doing anything because I'm looking at the like forms. I'm looking only I can like recently wise I can see South Africa does have the potential to make the finals again or maybe go all the way.
See, again, World Cup is a different ball game, okay? The form before that, and when you enter, yes, form does have a little role to play, but once you enter the World Cup, teams are completely different.
Yeah,
I mean, Australia is a different giant when it comes to an ICC event. The
I'm
likes of Australia,
I'm
South
excited to see
Africa, I
FX.
agree. South Africa's known to fumble, but they've been doing well. They won the Test Championship. Kudos to them on that. And nothing, taking nothing away from South Africa, they're no.
And like I get that as well. And like they are two-time champion, but I would say this. So I don't know. I think there was technical errors on his behalf, but I think he was just trying to say that no side can be taken really lightly. I would agree to that, yes. But looking at the last T20 World Cup or whatever, I think yeah, he's sending a message. But looking at the last T20 World Cup, I'm not getting too scared. Yes, 2 years have passed. But when I'm looking at every single team, Australia doesn't really scare me. But we never know how they're gonna play in a World Cup. Afghanistan can always shock the world. Pakistan, I'm not scared of at all. I've mentioned that in my last video as well. Pakistan is not a scary side. I think England is maybe somewhat. New Zealand, I don't know who is still playing in for them. So I'm saying maybe Australia and South Africa are the teams to look out for, obviously along with India. But otherwise, I don't think there's anyone else who I'm really scared about. So let's just see. Um, Either way, I'm back to we're all back to shooting the videos. We'll probably be making videos again for the retentions of the not retentions, sorry, just the IPL auction, and I think that's gonna be spread across three parts or five parts. We haven't decided just yet, but I hope to see you guys all there. As long as I mean, we'll try not to take these many long breaks again and again. T20 World Cup time, I think we'll be making a lot of videos. At least just the India matches, we will be covering them. But either way, as you know the drill, as long as cricket is there, we are there. And make sure to like, share, and subscribe. See you guys. Bye.